Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to talk about what happened in the last 24 hours and a little bit of drama that resulted from it. I'm going to talk about the mistake I made, why I made it, and also how I reacted, which was not the best. We're going to talk about the preventive systems that Netmarble has in place for some of its content that maybe don't need that strict of a security check, but for some others that could mess up your account big times, we have no check whatsoever. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that as we go through the video. But yeah, basically, I will start explaining the mistake I made. We all know there is now the Tower Far Run event. This is an extremely important event to get massive amounts of Radiant Revolution fragments if you're willing to spend the Suspendium. So if you buy all the random dice and the specific ones when needed, you can expect to get upwards of 300k Radiant Revolution fragment, which is a lot. Like it's basically 2 SSR plus units with every single node maxed out, which is a lot, okay? Now, the thing is, I obviously bought it as I do all the time. And the issue with this event that is extremely tedious, always have been, is that you have to do it, let's say manually. You cannot just use all dice at the same time. You have to do a certain number of circles, I don't even know, or laps. Okay, yeah. You have to do a certain number of laps so that you get to tile level 3 that can give you this kind of board where we see Green Revolution Fragment and we see also the most important 1500 Radiant Revolution Fragment. This happens every 4 or 5 laps, I think 5. And so you have to use a certain amount of random to get close to this lap, and then you go manual so that you can get the most important things that are, well, to make it short, obviously just the ×2, and then you hit the Radiant Revolution Fragment node, which is 3k. And you repeat this over and over again for a lot of hours. So it's really a tedious process to do. I have a video detailing how to min-max stuff, kind of. Might not be the best way, but it's a way, the one that I try to use. So this is what you normally do with this event. Unfortunately, since we only had 1 week and I had a road trip planned for this week, I was going to come home with this amount of time missing from the reset. I did not know how tired I would have been. I knew nothing. So yesterday night, after I finished my let's say second to last day of my road trip, I was tired, but I still said, okay, let's at least do a few laps so that I can then have an easier time tomorrow to finish it, because I'm a lazy human being. I did not do it before going on the road trip. I obviously had to do it on the last day. So whatever. So it's obviously my mistake. I'm not saying it's not, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to also say how this could happen, which is crazy. So I was on the bed. I started doing some laps. I started with 1950 random dice. I used them a little bit, 150 or so. And then by mistake, while I was clicking use multiple, there is a beautiful old button right on top of the plus. There is also a slider. I was not using the slider because when you have 1900 dice to go through, it's extremely hard to point to the 20. So I just hold the plus until it went to 19 or 20. Then I hit use all, something like that. Or use selected, whatever the button is, I don't even remember. And that was going fine for 150 dice. So a few laps like that was okay. But then I was half asleep. I was almost sleeping. I had my thumb on the plus. Somehow I hit the old button that is above the plus, and then I clicked use, and I had no dice left. I burned through 1800 random dice. And that obviously pissed me off, because obviously I'm an idiot because I did it while I was half asleep. Sure. The thing I really hate about this game is that we have an event that you have to waste hours if you want to min-max, on top of wasting a lot of spending. But it was all worth it, because obviously 300k Orange Revolution math is a huge amount. So wasting all of those pissed me off. I mean, I was tired. I was super pissed. It was like 1 or 2 a.m. after I was around all day. I was crazy tired and I couldn't sleep for 2 more hours because I was so upset. Then obviously also I didn't sleep anything because I had to go again on the road trip on the next day, so today. And I had very little sleep. I was super pissed. And the way I reacted was not good, obviously. I mean, I thought of quitting. I was about to quit because this is really crazy. Even though it doesn't have an impact on my account, the fact that I could mess it up like this pissed me off. I'm always trying to be, I don't want to say perfectionist, but almost like I don't want to waste stuff that I could have avoided. I mean, if I get shafted on pools, so be it, no problem. If I don't get like the crazy revolution chest that we got in the past, even though I exchange a lot of tickets, if I don't get any and maybe some people get free, no problem. I mean, it's RNG. It's a stupid system, but it's RNG. I can accept it. This is a mistake that I shouldn't have made that pissed me off like crazy. So I was like, this shouldn't have happened. I have enough of this shit. So that's why I wanted to quit. I thought about it for the whole time I was driving today, like 7 hours or so, plus all the breaks I took. So I was always like, do I quit or do I not? Because obviously, as the one of the very few content creators on this game, it's not like me quitting only has an impact on myself. I cannot do like other people that did this mistake, or even worse, that we're going to talk about in a bit, that they could quit because they are pissed, they are upset. This game is fucking awful in some scenarios. Even though I still like it, I think it's very good for everyone. Like it's a very good gacha game, one of the most genres that I ever played. Even though they don't have a, for some reason, a custom like a content creator program, like some like a lot of other Netmarble games have. Even the recent Game of Thrones Kingsword that I started playing, they have a content creator program, but we don't have it on this game for some weird reason. So I don't know. I'm putting a lot of effort in this game. I don't want to quit because it has an impact on a lot of people. I know I'm not the best at this game, obviously. I just started creating content because nobody else was on this game, and I thought it deserved it. And since I was already starting to try and understand the game for myself, I might as well share that knowledge. Unfortunately, a lot of the community likes to gatekeep information, which I don't get. I mean, this is a PvE. At the very least, the PvE aspect, gatekeeping it is just plain useless. For the PvP part, maybe the bossing, whatever, you can do it. I mean, it's alliance content and it's like PvP, so it's competitive. Anyway, PvP in this game is only for super mega whales. Like my account is not really competitive, or at the very least, not in my section, because I have a lot more people that are way stronger, and no matter what I do, they will always destroy me. I don't have enough resources to compete. But okay, I'm digressing. So at least the PvE part, I don't know why people keep on gatekeeping information. I'm not the smartest player on this platform. I'm not the smartest one on this game, obviously. I just try to share what I know, what I learn. I try to create, again, the website to try and help as many people as I can, also with the videos. I'm doing all that without any kind of support from Netmarble. So I tried to reach out to them. I told them, look, I made this mistake. You don't have a content creator program. You don't do anything to support people that are trying to keep the game alive and trying to help other people. Could you, at the very least, like give me the dice back, getting back whatever you like I got, because it was like nothing. It was 31k orange. It was only 310 laps I completed, so it never even landed on the 1500 that we see here. It was crazy. It was nothing. So I asked them to remove that and to give me the dice back, or maybe if that was not possible, to, I don't know, give me 100k orange just as a whatever thing. I know it's not fair for other people that maybe did the same thing, but it was like, please just try to make this mistake less hurtful for me so that I can help. But as usual, the support is not really helping at all. They only like I told them I used all the random dice by mistake, and the reply was, "Oh, we checked the account. We saw you used all the random dice." I was like, "Yeah, I just told you so. So what's the surprise?" And they're like, "Well, we cannot help in this case." Like not even trying to, I don't know, provide a different option. I don't know. I was not expecting much anyway because I know they don't do stuff like this. They do refund stamina and other things. We're going to talk about that in a second. But these just pissed me off so bad. I had very little sleep, so I obviously reacted in the wrong way. But I mean, I think I'm human as most of you. I'm not gonna say 100% because we never know. But yeah, like I took down for a short time, like a few hours, the website because it was like, okay, I'm quitting. There is no reason to keep the website. Tomorrow it will be outdated anyway. So I just took it down and then I went on my ride while always like complaining and shit while I was driving. It was a very terrible 7 hours of driving. But okay, that's beyond the point. But then I came home, I cooled off a little bit. I decided obviously not to quit because, as I said, it's not only me quitting at that point, it would have an impact on a portion of the community. Not sure how big that would be, but still, uh, let's say I'm not playing the game for myself alone at this point, so it didn't feel right to be quitting. If I didn't have a channel, if I didn't have content, I would have quit 100%. There is no way in hell I'm taking this shit and just keep playing. It makes no sense. But since I'm obviously trying to help as many people as I can, I will keep obviously playing. And yeah, that's basically what happened. I'm trying to make up for it. So after I record this video, I will probably record another one for the SSR to SSR Plus upgrade. And then I will finish using all the specific dice that you see there at at the bottom because I bought some more so that I could get at least a little bit of orange out of it. Not the 300k, but maybe 150k ish. I don't know. I will try just to make the mistake a bit smaller. But I'm obviously, again, not the first that made this. There are a lot of people that did it also the first times that this event came out. Also, this time, I'm sure I'm not the only one that did it. I also know of other people that burned out like 600, 800 dice, which is really a ton, guys. So it's stupid. It shouldn't happen because when you like again, when we go over the way to optimize this event, you never almost use more than like 20 dice at a time. Never. Why do I even have the option to use all of them? There is no way that is ever optimal. It is good to maybe use more than 20 at the beginning when you need to get to level 3, then it's okay. But after that, there is no way anyone would ever use more than 20. And if you need to use because you don't want to be bothered with this, just click it multiple times, always go 20, 20, 20. Like the animation is super quick, is way quicker than using dice one at a time. So just do that. And it's going to take you maybe 10 minutes and you can waste all of your dice 20 at a time. But at least it would help other people not burn through all of the random dice. There is no reason why there should be no limit. And it was the same as an example for the stamina system in this kind of event. So when you go here, well, let me just auto clear it once just to show it. You click auto clear, and here now you have a limit of 100. Before you didn't have that. And obviously, people maybe again while clicking plus or whatever, then they click all purchase, and without any confirmation, any pop-up, nothing, you just burned like all your suspendium. That was crazy. But they recognized that, and if you did it and then you did not spend the stamina, they refunded you. So that's good. In the case of the dice, is a bit different because I exchanged suspendium for dice. If that was the mistake, they would have given me the suspendium back. So I was like, okay, I bought all of like all the dice, but I didn't want to. Then they were like, okay, you still have the 1999 random dice. We're going to get them away and give you back the suspendium. that would have been possible. But the fact that I burned through the dice and not the suspendium, that was kind of the issue. I still don't get why it was not possible for them to roll back. I think is more of a policy thing than in not being able to, but whatever. So that happened, and they rolled back when it did happen, and then they implemented the 100 limit. I think that should have been the same for the tower farm run. Again, maybe 50 could be a reasonable limit for how many dice you can use at a time, because it makes no sense you can use more. Like, why? You would never use that. So that's one scenario where they actually did something about it. Another thing that you could use a lot of keys on, where like the secret floor, that you could use literally how many you wanted. Now they capped it as well at 100. So it's not like it's a new thing also for them that people can make this kind of mistake for whatever reason. I was super tired. Okay, that's whatever. I'm stupid because I even tried to do it while tired. But like they know this can happen. I don't see how like that cannot be implemented for Tower Farm Run, because that is way more expensive than wasting all of your master keys. And well, okay, for the other, obviously wasting all of your suspendium, it's crazy. So there should be a limit to how many dice I can use, just to limit this kind of occurrences. That would be already a good system to implement. And I don't know why they didn't do it already. I should have complained maybe at the beginning already when I saw the pattern, but obviously when it doesn't happen to you, you're maybe less connected to the issue, so you don't complain as hard. This time around, obviously happened to me, so I was super pissed, and that's why I kind of overreacted a little bit. And so yeah, that's basically the first point about what happened, how I reacted, and shit like that. I know it was my mistake. I'm not denying it. I'm just saying I shouldn't even be allowed to commit that mistake. It's really why? Why? There is no purpose to that. Another system that they should address, because I heard some people complain about that while this whole mess was going on, is the dismantling system. Because when you go here, you can potentially dismantle a lot of ignition weapon without a warning. So let's go maybe to the thing I would have to dismantle anyway. Just go, I think I only have two. Yeah, okay, I only have two left, whatever. Uh, let's add also, oh, maybe the Bino, whatever. You go dismantle, and here you have a warning pop-up. Some people, like, even though there is a warning pop-up, it's not really clear what you're breaking. Obviously, if you click, okay, if you click, you cannot even see what the hell you're breaking. You have to watch it before, and even after you apply the filter is a bit messed up, but okay. Let me also filter. No, it's gonna be difficult to only filter A rank, because even if you add the A rank here, is only for the add all button. They could implement it a bit better. But like this, I have no idea what these two are. I would have to scroll all the way down to get to the A rank pieces, and then I see what they have here. Okay, fine. But if someone was breaking a lot of ignition weapon because maybe they misunderstood how this filter was working, because it's filtering the ones with the exact stat, but when you filter, when you equip the ignition weapon, is like that or above. So if you filter 3, it's going to be 3 or 4. In this case, it's only 3. So you could make mistakes based on how the filter is working. And somebody, more than one person, broke basically all the ignition weapons they had after they spent tens of thousands of keys. So they had a shit ton of pieces that they wanted to use. They made a mistake, they selected them all, they broke them, because there is only, again, this warning, but I have no idea what the hell I selected unless I go all the way here and I scroll. But when you have tens of thousands of pieces, that's not really an easy thing to do. So they clicked dismantle, thinking they had the right filter on, etc. They didn't. They broke basically all that they farmed. They had nothing left, and they quit. So that's also stupid. It should be maybe implemented a bit better. I guess in this case, it's maybe more of a mistake because they also warn you with the pop-up and stuff. You could double check. But again, mistakes can happen. And it's really crazy that we don't have more ways to prevent you from doing shit like this. Like, if you select too many pieces, they could also, like, other than this, maybe saying an additional pop-up with, you have selected a very huge number of pieces. Make sure are you really sure this is what you want to do? Because this is just like they're also saying are difficult to restore, not impossible, but whatever. It's also not happening, I think. So they could add something more for systems that could actually mess up your account. Because let's say you wasted 10,000 keys on farming stuff, maybe even 100,000 keys, and then you break everything away. And you have nothing. You farmed with a lot of resources and you have nothing left. This is not something that should be possible. They should really warn you a lot of times, like, what the hell are you breaking? Are you sure? And stuff like that. But it's more maybe of an extreme scenario. I also want to say that, again, for the DICE event, the Tower Fun Run, there is no such pop up. You click and that's gone. They should at least warn you when you have selected more than 50, telling you what you are doing seems wrong. Are you sure? And then you click OK and you break whatever you want to break. But like this, with just a misclick on all and then use, it's all gone. It's really crazy. It's beyond my comprehension level. But okay. Other things that instead they could remove that they are trying to overprotect against is shit like this summoning. Like I've selected only units that I have maxed because I have all SSR units maxed, as many even day one players that are free to play. We have that. They have a lot of warnings, even like you selected units that are already max limit break or about to reach it, whatever. Are you sure? Yes. Then I go summon. Are you sure you have included teammates that are max limit break? I said proceed. Yes. Like why all of this that I cannot even maybe say don't show forever again. I don't want to see it. It's only for today. It's really useless, but it's in there. For also the where is it? The agency. We have a pop-up asking if the like when you click progress all, if you really want to progress. Like why do you have to ask me for those systems that have literally zero impact? It's just additional clicks for no reason. And when I actually would have liked an additional click, I didn't get it. So that was really, really insane. Also, when you open boxes, it's insane to me that also when I go here, like this one, it's random. Why would I not open all of them? All right, I go all use. Why do I get a pop-up here? Like this should happen on the dice. This is the exact same menu with plus, all, use. Why do I have a pop-up for this? That is a random thing. There is no way I can optimize it. I mean, it's just a chest with random shit. I click use and I get, are you sure you want to receive random? Let me think about it. Maybe I want to use them differently. No, obviously I want to open them. Like, why do I have a check here, but not on the dice? That's really beyond me. I really hope someone from Netmarble sees this video, understands that some of these things are absolutely insane, make no sense. They should literally just address it somehow. Either cap it or make like or add a pop-up or both of them. Like, are you sure you want to use the dice? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. It was a mistake. Let me just double check. Then maybe, let's say, if I was asleep, like I was half asleep, whatever, I might have clicked OK to the pop up. Yes. Yeah, sure. At that point, I'm a complete idiot. Fine. At least I would have had an additional way to stop me from doing a dumb shit, like a dumb action. That's basically all I was asking. That is basically what happened. Let me know, guys, if you had similar experiences. I'm sure some of you had them. I really hope someone from Netmarble can see this and try to implement and improve the checks on at least those that are massively damaging. Like destroying all of your ignition weapons because you misunderstood the filter could be massive, like to destroy your account, and losing out on potentially 300k orange mats when you wasted a lot of the suspendium to get the dice already and stuff could really mess up an account. For me, it doesn't matter for the account itself because I don't have suspendium issues. As you can see, I still have 640k, even after I spent like 270 plus probably now with all the specific dice that I bought. And like also the orange mats, I don't need them because I don't play PvP. So I don't overinvest on my units. I did not even use the reset ticket, I think. Let me actually see. Maybe this guy I can actually reset if I still have that. Or did it expire? Oh, maybe it expired or I already used it on somebody else. Like I didn't invest on collab units except for okay, whatever, 100 effect resistance, but this is like 2k and a half. I don't know. But yeah, I did not really have anything to refund. So even the reset ticket, I think I ended up maybe using it on Rachel. I think no, not even on Rachel. And look, like she had no investment whatsoever. Like what am I even refunding? I don't even know who I used it on. But like I didn't even need to use it because I don't have any investment that I want to correct. I don't invest on units unless I need to. So I still have a shit ton of it. Realistically, getting the 300k would have had no impact on my account. I have 752. It would have taken me over 1 million, which would have been cool. But still, it pissed me off that I didn't get something I was supposed to get because of a mistake that could have been avoided. That's what was pissing me off like crazy. So it's not a problem for the account. It's just that it's just stupid. It makes no sense. It pisses me off. It's just kind of how I am. Like I want to perfect as much as I can. Whatever is in my control, I try not to mess it up. And when I do, I go crazy. It's stupid. It cannot happen. And I only did it that night because I was like, it's gonna take me a lot of hours. What if I'm tired when I go home and then I end up not using the dice? Blah 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 blah. So I started using them. It went fine for again 150 or so. Then I was like half asleep. I was closing my eyes, whatever. Clicked all, and the use. That was really insane. But okay, I don't want to keep this video going for longer than it needs to. So let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. I'm sorry, guys, for the way I reacted. I will try to be more composed in the future. But I mean, I'm human. I hope you guys can understand what happened. And that's basically it. We'll see each other tomorrow for the live stream. Obviously, I'm going to go live for the chat update, and I should also release soon. I think a update video or like a whatever for the SSR to SSR Plus upgrade content that we're going to get. I will definitely expand more when it is actually live and we know how many of those scrolls we get to do the actual upgrade. But I will try in the following video to highlight which unit I think are going to benefit the most out of this system so that if you're wondering, you will have this information before there is even the live stream. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you then. Bye.